Okay, so this is video number 7, and we're going to talk about similar to what we talked about in the previous video, but we're going to map out a product funnel that is just for services. So let's head on over to the flow chart and let's find a service and break it down. Okay, so let's use the previous example with the scuba diving, but instead of a product or a course or information product or something like that, let's talk about a service. So let's say, for example, that you offer a scuba diving service or a training. So you really need to figure out what category does that fit in. Does it fit in where you're training somebody? Does it fit in maybe tourism or entertainment? You need to figure that out first and write that down. So in this case, we could do scuba diving one-on-one consulting. So that could be a one-on-one personal training kind of thing. And let's delete these two here. And let's say this will be OTO 3. And with the service-based business, you could do that, and then you could do a downsell. So if somebody could not afford that, they could have something like a scuba diving group consulting. And that can be OTO3. We'll call that downsell. So a downsell is basically if somebody says no to this, they are then presented with this, right? So that's basically how it works. Now, how can we best ultimately sell this OTO3 here? Well, the best way to sell a service could be through a product, an information product, an ebook, a video course, something like that. So if your ultimate goal is to get them here, then similarly as the previous funnel, you could use a video course. So that could be a scuba diving course, we'll say video course. And then if we take a snippet of the course over here, this could be a scuba diving port. And then we can move back again over here. And this could be something like a scuba diving checklist, like a diagnostic test or something. So let's see, OTO 3, 2, 1, front end offer. So I'm going to actually do just OTO 2 because in this case we could solve their problems via this. So we're going to do OTO 1 or OTO 1. We're going to do, actually, instead of a report, we're going to do an ebook. And that can be front end. And that could be anything you want. You could do something like the top 10 reasons why blah, blah, blah. You fail in scuba diving. And then you could have the done for you service over here that talks about how to succeed or how to avoid these failures or whatever. So this could be of course, the lead magnet, which is the freebie that you give away for free in exchange for somebody's email address so that you can communicate with them over and over again. So that can be it for a service-based business. So essentially somebody wants you to take them by the hand and walk them through the process. So another service-based business could be done for you. I mean, essentially everything that is service-based business is done for you. You're doing it for them. Even a plumber. I've actually purchased from a plumber before, and they have had one-time offers as well. But just keep in mind, you don't want to, with service-based business, you want to avoid forcing people. For example, I think the plumber that helped us actually said, okay, if you buy this, you can buy this extra package into this like monthly gold club or something and get a 10% discount. And it didn't really make a lot of sense because what he was doing was he was doing bump sales. He wasn't actually doing one-time offers or anything like that. So in certain service-based businesses, you really have to think, is this really right for me or not? Because some things like plumbing, people may not be open to that. But generally, things like even scuba diving or information products, people tend to be more open on that. So I hope that gives you a better view of the different ways to go ahead and create a funnel for a service-based business. So remember, mix and match. If you can best educate the person before they get to your service, before they get to your product, that is a more ideal situation.